put it on there. Anthony.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Rycroft, I want to touch on Rwanda, but from a slightly different perspective. You will have seen, as I and my constituents did, the media reports last week about Home Office civil servants commenting anonymously on online platforms, I think within the department, their opposition to this policy. Is there a culture in the Home Office of officials briefing against the Home Secretary or working against government policy?
No, there isn't. I would say there is, though, a culture of healthy debate. As you know, these are pretty controversial policies. The whole issue of migration is a divisive one in our society. It would be extraordinary if any government could come up with any new policy that had the total support of any group of 38,000 people in the country, including the 38,000 people who work with the Home Office. So it's really important to me that we do have channels for debate. It's particularly important, from my perspective, that the very small number of people who were involved in the policy before the announcement gave it maximum challenge. And I'm extremely glad that they did, that we did, and would be happy to talk about that if that would be helpful. But of course, after a government minister makes a decision, it's then the civil service's job to implement that policy, and that was one of the main messages that I was passing on to my colleagues in the Home Office at the staff call that you mentioned.
Yeah, I think that's really important, and that was kind of my follow-up point, that debate and challenge is right and appropriate, but some of the comments, certainly that were reported in the press, indicated a desire on the part of some officials to work against the policy or to refuse to work on it. So you could just reassure the committee and certainly my constituents that Home Office officials are working to implement the policy appropriately.
Absolutely. Maximum challenge before a decision, maximum support after a decision.